wa kompre ko hine Japan eka de wo beba abeye no movement TV for me amaba be hu ni sasa ma kompre ko hine Japan dia muntumi ndidi na we ni nyina rebusua enye me wanwa ene na me frɛ eye omega wo dia kompre ko echi ena me bisa omega se na eyida sebre yo ye adwuma wo movement TV edebe mpa na akompre ko hine Japan dia yam because minim se na wo ye adwuma ewo ahyefem me bisa na no si ye na ya se we ne ma me mbo nchiremu enam se ne achiremu na mentie wo bebo mi nchiremu no wo be kire se 2016 MPP amanyokuo no wo mto aba ni wie ye aje se MPP amanyokuo ni di nkonim no ena chairman wuntumi satam na da sebre no ye adwuma wo ahyefem ena chairman wuntumi etebrim sika 1 billion ede koma wona wo mu bu adwuma ede ma MPP amanyokuo ni se wo mu ngi na wo mu ncheska no ena saa da sebre ye busua wo ye adwuma wo movement FM se movement TV wo tam sika no no odi dwane ye Mike should not the bush for share. One say ya branche ya for him to the stance. Yes, sir. One make allegations simple say Kennedy compre ko hine Japan kran dey use sada sebre. One to what one that sebre. Wo buy no kwa compre ko hine Japan wenim no kokoto no kopa ne cho say was reni ye papa say one fan e bon emfanche no na sika no fire no na ho na ache ne ni ade na ye nyina ye nim say compre ko hine Japan should there no nonsense man and some fool be hono ma won so ni ade e na compre ko hine Japan pa me no Inti se ne wu se da sebrete chairman wuntumi ni media station e fe the movement TV show na woto to ayampia de ma Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan na ene na ebuhia no na machire wu mu no nti Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan pam ya branche na se akoni dedem na enye adwembone na wo wutirima wo bi eye nyina ya ye adwuma na sika ba ya na wo dia 1 billion wo watam de adwane na wo ba ye na obe pukoto pa Kennedy chewa na wo expect say Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan offer about the fanchao it's one for the body and fanchado no and we copy movement ebusia ade cheni ade sebiano what to ayampia de ma Kennedy and what to ayampia de man na enne wiase ani bia bei wan pa na nyansa de ni tirimu say ye wo company ade so Ghana card 170 ade wo ye na so obeji ye $50 million na Ghana hanum say ebi wo hanum say na sniper no wo han so obeji ye $1.2 billion a ebusia misre bisa say wo schedule medie wo de be man nipa no obeji ye $50 million na so de be Ghana ha company na obeji ye $1.2 billion Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan na dia wo ye ya no a just enne dey nkrofo ise wo mo ntibi da wo so wo mo nti asienti ye crucify Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan na ma delegate so no entu aba na fama Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan measure so be ka be ko de akọ na yakọ akotie sansem we gida do abasisia
Kubango, we bet me ayo Ghana. We esichiro, you bet me ne free da ben and honorable Japan who say Sana me bet me ayo ha. You see, one of the reasons why in Tia and Crawford say honorable Japan are falling out with Dr. Baumian Nitimani say, yeah, be Ghana card no. No wakwa kofa Indian for Abba say, yeah, for Ghana card contract and Emma Womunye. There was a Ghanaian owned company. I have friend say margin group.
Oh, bet me aye.
Na margin groups no, omo ana margin group no, omo expertise no. I was so crossing the Indian company, but Honorable Japan was insisting say, you have a Ghana card contract no, and man enough for India, and because of such a contract in where yenti, you who kwa odi ura tefa efaso, ewo man from nile tuti.
In fact, obaye no, that is a meeting no. Na a institutional representation.
Yes.
Na institutional representation no na kufuado enya appointee
head of
institutional heads eti womo a eba sa meeting ni bi no omo nyina yi womo na Mahama na appointee womo
yes
eti onomo Japan ko ye na ohun se omo ya disifo no ne buafu na wo so akadatem ene Dr. Baumiemu na me se da bi se wo be attack ne dia and there should be the president because one you move from people into me ma
abusia enti no kra na ye ka kire wo say and now na Bukan Japan nam kita we ye coconut sugar e be na no Ghana
na me ka say one product
how dey me ba we ye coconut sugar we be na no Ghana we ye corn oil e be na no Ghana pacho ona Bukan Japan o ka sa wo ka Professor can say, "Oh, me say, I'm putting it on record. Say, Abria MPP are buying back power. Na ye be Ghana card no. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, Ecofa and the partners Indian for the mobile say, Yenfa contract no Emma Indian for enye.
Abana margin.
Abria na Ghana company, your friend margin group. I have been to their company. I have been there. Me who am expertise. A world class company. Na I say ye may ma Ghanaian own company no. Ye ma the foreign company, ye Indian company. Na Kufuado Aban said that be Ghana card near the baby bia or Ghana. Ye de be banking transaction, ye de be voters ID card, ye de be say be it yent me fast as data no enfa ma hwoho so bi betimi na Ghana ha ona kan Agyapong muri na tikokum o se na tikapai e ma
that is the beginning of the end
odi kan atefa and Bawumia afa so eno na men ne or contest president because odi Dr. Bawumia o ya say what Dr. Bawumia pene me ya fa contract no amani India for. But not the what Basa fed the way I come or you bet me no Ghana. Where you coconut sugar bet me no Ghana. Where you bet me no Ghana. Abria now what to me, eh? Na abino, what Kasana abino who was so no. Now what G abino munuma and Yamaho.
What the
1.2 billion, yeah, that's right. 1.2 billion.
A balance again.
1.2 billion. Hey. 1.2 Ghana is 1.2 billion.
Are we looking at efficiency, competence, and
rubbish?
With this
the word is rubbish.
Modern technology.
Modern technology. You are talking to a population of 30 million.
No, all your there.
1.2 billion. Now who see will be at the 1.2 billion Eco Bank of Ghana? Who can want them into the other 4 million here? Now a do MPP swap as now 1.2 billion. I was there. Another kind. Also, the fool. This man is now saying, say, and you sabotage. When he met and confirmed was late, building no more, because you have NDC for one hour, apart from one chance. Or say, me mark of India for Benti. And I may say, woman. Me another kind. Also, but you play the fool.
More year bidding.
Yeah, yes, I brought Indians, me very, me a businessman.
No one wants him, so that we advocate for it.
And you're very cheap. They were not even asking for $50 million. So why are you telling 1.2 billion? Are you mad? Are you mad?
Assemble baby.
1.2 billion? Ghana here? NDC
$50 million.
Yes,
as against 1.2 billion.
Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? What do you mean?
But
probably
$50 million was not going to do
the efficiency. Company, a renowned company in the world. There are 2 companies in India with a population of 1.2 billion. The northern sector and the southern sector. For the southern sector for 600 million people. Can you compare that to 30 million for you to tell me they are not competent? Then they were willing to take 50 million and you 1.2 billion. Are you out of your mind? I serve my country. I don't serve any political party. Case closed. I serve Ghana. I don't serve any political party. For you to come and tell us 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion for what? Maybe 200 Ghana cities. Who do a pedam panta? 200 Ghana cities. Any atom board here. Are you crazy? Move go Ghana. Move go forward.
Please. Could have even used
electoral
commission for one
I'm a businessman, so I know when you call the price. Say, 1.2 billion, a poor country like Ghana, $1.2 billion, and you see this? Are you mad?
Nigeria football 1 year them.
Please.
Alata.
And this is for Gambaka. What MPP is doing? When the man comes out to say, what 1.2 billion? In how many years? 15. Now such a system this year with your software and hardware in here, what else do you need? It will cost you 1.2 billion. Sakwe mi kan hwaso. O man assassin tin wo de man. Margins re man assassin. Yes, me say margins on my Professor Tifa assassin.
No.
I challenge him.
No.
Me fear was yes. Me don't get wrong. Me say what I do to Anas, I'll do to anybody. It's Ghana first. And I'm serving my country. I'm not serving any political party in this country. $1.2 billion? Are we crazy in this country? Now what the hell? That very day. What happened? me yesterday, the guy should have been sacked. Please.
Charlie, multimedia for 1 year T-shirt, man. Ghana first. Then you see your shirt. That is how we can conscientize Ghanaians. The nationalism. Ghana first.
Now we go do a me free Kumasi appear me Kayema. Na me jina pega se me to.
Ebusia Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan and into the dasebrede de road nkrofo wo mo keka propaganda wo mo ye edi eti akompre ko na nya asem na ebusia yenka wobi nam ye ne campaign wobi nam chese se delegate for to ababa na de wo ba obeba be ye di obebi anjuma wo de bottles de ade ade obeba the fact che bi ade amagana for ye nko obi memu nkoto e da saso na kube ye de be yangwa wa hanum se ye ngokra de ma fro obi memu mba obi nam na wo ye ne campaign Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo no so na ma wo no so ye ne campaign instead of say mo be kwa fa de Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo ye ni mboma be kano when China mu promote Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan thinking say mu gu akompre ko hine Japan ni mase ba ene wiase na ye wo no when pa na nyansa da ni tirimu a wo koto ade na se nipa ne se meton de ama $50 million na ba akoso obeton de ama me 1.2 billion na me pa cho mi bi say wa wo hwe dwumadie no be for $50 million na na so be for say 1.2 billion they think they are destroying akompre ko hine Japan but Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan there now wo ye no in fact ye be born abaso because Ghana hana ye won a teacher for krenya wo mo salary sa so ene ya doctor for wo mo ne just a nurse for salary ye friend salary mpo wo mu nya bi ye won krofo wo mu gusu ati nkurase enebre ni bia be nti say ye nya wo bia wo be dwen Ghana first sa video we I think it was somewhere before the 2020 election po akompre ko hine Japan wo sha se wo kodi ama Ghana for na busu anye nne akompre ko hine Japan wa kwa edi ama Ghana for even the brand na aban kura wo power na nke bi obeke bidi ama na aban no he was still fighting for the innocent Ghanaians. I think that this is the rightful time Ghana for ye be ma na kwanya ne se wombra na wombe lidi na ne ma papa ebusua woni mu no wombe den na di na Ghana for nyina ne yehu wutie ne kasa wo se ya ma businessman ade a wo be ya ebeboa ya man Ghana no eno ene ade a wo be ye wonya ade a jese be ba be ha wo man no he always speaks about Ghana first and this whole Ghana card won sense ma manfu nim say go mo be kan egu akompre ko hene Japan e de ba se no should even tell we Ghanaians say yes Kennedy akompre ko hene Japan he is always fighting for the country and he always wants say Ghana be ba ansa na de akanyina no aba betwaso ebusia betwaso de amabo de na be de bu kopie wo Kesben in fact video credits no e confirm wo mo be de bu kopie wo Kesben na e koma juju bi akosho wo hodom I think over the weekend era your former president Kufuor woni delay granting interview ni ade no wo chese 2016 MPP amanyoko ni be wini power nyina do ye nsema wo mo kan ye fa ono Kufuor niema wo wa be mu wo be ye sa niema no na bua MPP amanyoko mo san so wini 2016 election but 2024 ye kwato aba je se amwa no your former president ibisa se intisisi ano niema bi wo hodom na do danko Kufuor do ye ya wo no kura wa ye mampani pe no no na nya adwen ebi ye national cathedral ne de keka ho no wo be chese sa niema sisi 2028 mpo no se MPP beso o mo ba they cannot go back and then say the things are wo no Kufuor ye they have to say the things are na do danko Kufuor do wa be mu no wo be ye sa sem na wo be kan ye no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nkrofo kura do o medwala ya baba we bi ye se friend se Helen de ko sede watena one of the TV stations abobo na adwen kura de ama former president Kufuor enso ho no ma na sabre ya me no mo kase na Dr. Kwesi Amache wono so di na no atomu bi no wo chese Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na nkase mu no wo kanana do danko Kufuor do ne nkrofo ho enkrofo wo mo bo na do danko Kufuor do fom sa nkrofo na sanso di Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia chi na Ghana fo koto aba no kura delegate kura koto aba ne de ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 2026 2028 election there is no way say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Ghana for be sanso di kokomoti na kwa koto ne so aba ma ne di nkunim so aba ba ye mampani wo krom ha it is a NPP for esi ahine ne etu ahine fo ni betie ni yie pa dia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de wo mo pe bebi na wo mo mfa no emfa mehwe so be ka be hodi yakọ da yakọ akotie sansem we da so abasisia
Omampenye Kufuor was saying say the NPP or probably a Kufuor government, you know, a right day on the achievement and now almost by 2016, which means that there were certain good things or no Omampenye Kufuor that are now buying the bus, you know, still the NPP a Kufuor do more buy. That's why he was saying he no dia said there was a shift in policy direction, especially after the COVID pandemic, you know, and yema exercise away you know. Now, fast forward. Now the NPP will then want to also rely or ride on the achievements of Kufuor, because they cannot jump Kufuor again and go back again to Kufuor to really tell us what they did. I mean, around Kufuor's time. Now the NDC will want to now step on the John Dramani Mahama Beye Sisia to also tell the electorate that want to abandon Ibium and all that. Would it really favor the NPP? Even if they pick after their 31st, will they still be able to stand firm and see them do anything 2028?
MPP, there was a major challenge. You know, what I call the politics. There was party anymore after Nanado, if he a conyasu. Now politics, you know, one more April, debre. The Nipano, the same factional issues, you know. Nipano, the Bruno, at the Dr. Bawumia, Honorable Agyapong, Brand Champon, and so on and so forth. Ama, one more, sir. Appropriate, you know. Party na timi enya no ho abutre anye nsemo a basabasa iti yo na nado amamu no mu anhwe ekwan a omo ebeka sansem no na omasan di agina so moving forward, you know, has to do with almost the officers in the party going forward, you know. They are more interested in what they can get. The Usha Omwana Omo Emrana Nado and so Abaimuno Omudu Duanwana Akodi Dr. Bawumia. Fortunately or unfortunately, Dr. Bawumia was Nanado's vice president.
Yes.
Or you know who free. Amamo Bonnie no any political corruption or you know free or you know free one. And ye Dr. Bawumia to me, you know, free home. And the Aquacoya Bibia actually home. Seriously speaking, Dr. Bawumia Ba obeying Kugu. I don't have any doubt about that at all. Because minimum phobia Dr. Bawumia be I did not be a Ama will be a Tiano. Me say I'll be very interested in what new he has to say, and especially the contribution. Nanado Abaimu. So the Nema is it some a year potono, and to some extent on one office there are issues there at the right time. Maybe how he will respond to those things. And there's this major argument that Dr. Bawumia is Mahama continuity of Nanado's governance because officers do noir a sunwo Nanado Abaimuno. Omo do noir the good of the Dr. Bawumia. In the event he said Obenya Kwanya Abayo Mampenino or the Sapo Nana Ebibu or Mino. Ebasa and Sacha Bay Nana or mine Ghana. Titru Emra and yet Asama Yakano Yanokeke. Corruption allegations be brera appear officers is he going to parade those same people who are working wounded politically? The a victory party, no. You will expect that a complete break from that past now. A standing accused to use Martinami do say that stand accused as the mother serpent of corruption. As a community making a complete break from that past.
Okay.
Okay. And the next elections one, it is not for the MPP to win. I think and I will say it anytime. Next elections on MPP. It is for the NDC to lose.
I said you're saying.
If you know MPP betting I obeying Kunim.
Wow.
If you know MPP betting I obeying Kunim. It's a NDC messing up so terribly, sir. And then my baby is no. Yes, to be any NDC.
Okay, Matthias.
And I don't see that happening. That's why the next elections are concerned. A foregone conclusion. NDC is winning again. NDC is winning. About Sam President Mahama's management of the economy and there's so much discipline in there. Initially, some people from the IMF and the World Bank are disturbed about how are all stabilizing the city near the They didn't believe what was happening. Now they have all withdrawn from that position. Because that thing is working. And President Mahama's programmer, a big push at that zone.
Yeah.
Washasia. And then this Kabura system. And then this Kabura system, Abwa, Ama, Enyuma, Abba. But in all, basically, the management of the economy, the big push, we go piano. I don't see how the next NDC presidential candidate only Kunim.
Okay.
So it is.
Ebusia Dr. Mache ena yako akwakotie nsem nyina no aba no ntino wotie kasa ye dia na jese MPP amanyoko no si wo ye mistake na wo mo sanso edi kokromoti no ekoto aba ede ma Dr. Mahmood Baumia na jese 2028 ne de ya dia jese besa afa wo mo ko ho ade ndisi amanyoko no ebeba na wo mo aba be take over moreover so enkrofo jese wo mambo na narodan ko agufu ado enkrofo ne NDC abampo ba yero se wo mu efri CID office ani se wo mu fro ebi kura dem mprempren ye busu amene mo kase sangrofo na na asaso atwa Dr. Mahmood Baumia ho ehia na ye bisa se ka ye former president Kufuor ba yero na ko be ye bibia basasa nka ye bia ka MPP amanyoko no 2016 nka ya de wo betumi edi nkonima na I am not sure delegates ye bekoso asere mo se kokromotini de enko enfama number 1 so and Kennedy akompreko working Agyapong ebusia ye remu e Parliament House kakra na medemo kwa Parliament House I think somewhere last 2 weeks me betina fidie ma say that me catch you say ade just ukopie mu e Parliament House medemo kwa Kpandai wo mu seat wo hodom no Kpandai constituency ade just akopie mu court high court na kopie mu high court no Tamale high court no wo me declare sa seat no vacant all in the name say 2024 bra ye kwa ye say de kokroboti kwa akoto abado basaye bi ekwo so hodoma enama no tunte no wo ye wo mo MP wo hodom no wo mo hu ni se wo so wo sa so kodom de kokromoti ne sa akoto aba foforo na wo mo se so no na wo mo beyi ne dia no aba beto na ndwuma so wo mo yi ono aso na obi foforo so na beba na sa nipa foforo do aba be replace na sa asem ni nyina no ekoye no na ebepie eye floor of parliament na ndi ebushia eji akot enya kase wie di ahwa ni se di aka ni se EC de beko eye parliament na wode akoto clerk na nim na ndie bushia wo mo de letter akoso okay sa seat no e wo so wo mo declare the vacant say sa seat ne pempre de nyo obi ya seat na eda isi pese re-election no eba so no wakọ na wo de abeto abonten na ndie timebefo anase Kpandai constituency for wo ma boaboa wo mo ho no ma kọ no ma kudi kokromete no akoto aba na sa de we nyina na koye no e na ahemfa wo mo ho ne se da bi mo ma Ghana 40 ase se e ya de jese so obi be win election na nipa no win election wo police station na ye be pie mo Kpandai constituency so dia MPP for candidate wo ho dobro wo do e do obi kokromete no e to le so aba wo do obi jese wo ma elected say one bra na obaye wo member of parliament won ko eyemrehye bedwafie na won ko hyemra wo honum na impuntundwuma esefata se beba Kpandai honum no etumi aba honum itira hivufo we so tira ase a wo mo hwe ensem agese eyitebale high court akade ade ne de agese ekosoro e wo mo so de ato ye man pani excellency John Dramani Mahama dim se wo mo nim se de rerun of election na yete ha e de rerun of election ko so ablekuma minu mienu ina di ho adanse de ko so ho dom agese ha wa kumse wo mu sibrim na ebushia enye sibrim ketwa yete ha ya so na MPP amanyoko wo mu so ni NDC for another rerun of election eno so ko so a kese no so no na enya sanketwa inti wo mu sa beka wo mu anu atum na sa another rerun of election about Kpandai dia ahemfofu e wo hodom so se enya dia wo mu bagi atum enne no magi atum achina inti ni isi no any court no de court ni ade e de parliamentarians so de akoso wo hodobo wo bo ankasa tina se na wo mu solve wo mu issue but wo mu Kpandai constituency ankasa so wo bagi atum za rather we run of election be koso wo hodobo de enya de a wo mu bagi atum enne na wo magi atum ochina meshe so be ka ho de akọ da yakọ akoti ensama ahemfofo we wo mu de tu dwado embrasisia.
We must do better, and this house must do better, and we must act better. Let us commit ourselves to principled leadership, to procedural fidelity, and to the understanding that this house is a guardian, not a manipulator of the law. Legitimacy of parliament depends on our consistency. The legitimacy of parliament depends on our consistency, and we can't do otherwise. And consistency depends on our willingness to obey, not our political impulses, but the clear dictates of the law. Speaker, we strongly submit that the letter that was filed to the Electoral Commission was out of place, was unfortunate, and flies in the face of law and procedural justice. We submit strongly to this House that letter must be withdrawn by Parliament forthwith, and we must act and stay consistent with the pronouncements of the chair, for that matter, the Speaker, on this same matter. We in the minority do not agree to the writing of this letter. We make a strong position that letter must be withdrawn forthwith. And as a cradle of democracy, we must be seen to be setting a very good example for the populace of this country to follow. So, Speaker, I submit to you that letter must be recalled. That letter declaring the Kpandai seat vacant must be recalled immediately. It must be recalled immediately. It cannot be. It cannot be. The situation cannot. And we on this house, on this side of the house, cannot support that decision. Ghana is a fledgling democracy, and the least we can do is to support procedure, is to support the provisions of our law, and to stay away from decisions that flies in the face of logic and procedural justice. We are totally against it. In this house, we have worked in collaboration and in cooperation with our colleagues in the majority. Even where you don't have your numbers, we have allowed you to lay papers and do all manner of things. This decision will not stay. This decision will not stay. As we humbly call upon you to instruct the clerk
we were informed that elections are won at the polling stations during the 2012 Supreme Court proceedings on the election petition. As chiefs, we are concerned about the potential consequences of a rerun should it be upheld. If violence and vandalism at the collation center and the destruction of electoral materials by aggrieved individuals can lead to a rerun, undoubtedly we have a very good reason to say that it will definitely set a dangerous precedent for future elections in Kpandai. We, the chiefs, respectfully are calling on the president and all stakeholders to ensure that the will of the people of Kpandai constituency is duly respected regarding the 2024 parliamentary elections. We and our subject gathered here today are a mix of sympathizers of both NDC and MPP and would want to live in peace. And so we say, no rerun.
Ebusiana just say I him for wamo ewa Kpandai ena sabre yako akwakotie wamo aba. Wamo say rerun of election ne de nya de wamo beji atumu enne na wamo aje atumu echina na enra danso de ebusia niema bebre na ena ekosho ewo parliament house that before ansana me de nyina na beso mu ATP atrasia esaba aba ewo enkrata de mu nyina do wo ba beto de bo da wa pense ni nyina bu ede aba ye jajube ko bi ada roba ede aba meja ho atra fidiem halisia bi di shoulder jumedie do eso boti ba metwa be husima emra sisia
Abusia yare ben ena ehawo and get to brain no me come for Lion Age Clinic Ghana and Famau ahankwa ena abepiem a ye de bibidro esaw yare abusia sa oba bepiem wa hase ya yesa enam yare bi te say syphilis gonorrhea candidiasis jaripa do na nim se a friend of white no.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Maxwell Aziz Mensah. I'm the founder and senior doctor of Lion Age Clinic Ghana. Our mission is to provide you with exceptional herbal medicine treatment and holistic healthcare to all our patients to becoming a healthier you. Thank you for trusting Lion Age Clinic Ghana. Lion Age Clinic Ghana, your #1 healthcare expert.
Wow, what a nice cars. So peka eye niti pa afeni eye free so edi abadia. Contact Danis Garage. Hona benya ka siapo a eye niti pa ato. Ka efeye eye latest models cars aba. So pe eye Honda CR-V. Anase Toyota Tacoma, Toyota Land Cruiser, eye Sparks enkitin ya eye huba ube. Ninjina ubenya bi ewo Danis Garage. Si say need to be kwa yedi aba eye Honda CR-V, eye hybrid engine capacity no 1.5 entry fuel. Ubehu Danis Garage. Ewo TI Ahmadiyya opposite onwa. Frewa homa true for 0550 623377. Eho ana Danis Garage ewo.
Ebusianti upeka todi abetimi afre Danis Garage reja onu wo adwetwe nkomo saso da abetimi afre Lion Age Clinic GH4 da yare da so wo maboa ape anwedru ede amamama ATP akwaba ATP
nana yasewa
bibi aboko de
Yesu adom dan so
oba de na daro man se baba won kata adem ne pese mu maye.
Okay, and Wednesday mama for the new publisher Evansion Krata ni nyina se no be piem e wo krata mu asene se enrada na ukopiem wo parliament house na enye fedi agro na se comedian kasempenifo na keja Ghana for sansante di kokromoti kwato abama o se nkaja nko mo mehwe na mo hyemra wo man Ghana mu wase na afen ye mpesua so wonom no o mo hwe mamputu nyuma emmra honom na enra na ukopiem won ma se KG24 pa ena na edi agro ankasa e wo honom na ni nyina ye panda seat ho sensem ya ese ye speaker of parliament says ya na dam pan kwapem se o mo ba kwakoto abani biem no eno na nam so na enra da no na akopiem ho honom minority no nenye easy ankasa e wo honom na krata eka wasem enso ewa ha saa so na oba na siase so ECOWAS for omaba be declare state of emergency West Africa ko say enema ba ko mienu bi ekoso ho no ma enie nya ye papa pentani manim ya no wo mo ababa be declare be declare state of emergency ye West Africa ne krata the new publisher ebo ho amane enso ewa se sanso ena na kopiem social media na ese video ba ko bi trend ye papa abayo bi o free I think say UK ebe PM o manga na mu ase a na wo kire mu eka se obeduru ase na police for kidnapping no wo krom ase betina so social media be kan se mebre na we nam so ma police for to mu na si for say saade a wo mo ntena se ma ba we mbegu a police for wo manga na mu ase ni mu ase no wo mo be sha ase na investigation akoso wo na so mo fra ba yo ya ade chi ade se be na so wo tema wo ke kana se fa kwa mankasa ene krata ebo ho amane sa police for so mu guso a say ja bibia betima koso wano no mahu bibia no kre no eda kratai ka wasem enso ewa ha mame fa daily guide enfa ento aso na be piem daily guide akratafa etoso miensa na nese eno adako piem o parliament house ma parliament house ma de na ekoso ho na minority no se Kpandai seat na isi ano speaker of parliament asha se ja isi ana dampan ko pem se ja kokromoti no msa be kwa no makoto obabiem no ene kratai enso ka wasem enso asesa na Mustafa Hamid ene enkrofon na mo court won sensem no ene daily guide esanso eka wasem enso e wo hase na ye minority for na se MPP amanuku no eno mo kire mu kasa mu ka kire Kpandai MP Matthew se enya dom betu na jeje mu da biara da wo mo ka ne ho abrebia no pa wi anwumre ensuo mo awie mo be hwe se nkunimdie ebekọ edi amana ne kata the guide daily guide eka wasem enso ha wunya bia na eja wato boasa kinkani nyina bi kama so edi amaye me de wo ko delegate na be piem so wo delegate nso so a na se interior minister ni foni edase sanso na Kisi Agyapong enso ni foni edase ni nyina eno na ohwe nkrata hodo bebre na etwagu wo ye nkrata na me de be somu a na se na Kisi Agyapong ensem bi ekoso social media se amafo bi bo ne ho plan na plot ya kasa nkampagya kompesen komo yi no efiri onom we nam so ma mustaka eba bonte be ka so oba be hwehwe na we ya ensem a wo hwehwe mu na wo kire mu ka kire Ghana fo nya se brass asem yeneze Kisi Agyapong went man ko police station bi anko report na se BBC ba still na wo muguso hwehwe mu na kratai eka wasem enso e wa se sanso na oba na siase so na se Kpandai seat no won sensem na akopie mo parliament house na enye fedi agro kratai enso eka wasem enso e wa ha ena no Daniel former president Ekufo wonya 87 years na wone wo mu gina se candidate for ana se candidate for form kokromoti enkoto aba enfama wo mo no candidate omugina yenye nyina no no munyina etunsa edidi ne kratai eka wasem enso wa hasia wonya bia na eja wato wase no wakenkane nyina bi nsoso ede amaye opon kroma enso ni foni eda ase no se enya de se ye mampani je edi amafo bebre ne ka se tetem ne beba so no se enya de beba so ne na baso kina ewo kroma se na ndi sama ne ko no epese eja constitution na eja ye na nanamo ede sha ase no beso msesa na kroma se na so mo minority for no enya do mbeti ase ede ama omo ne kratai enso eka wasem ewo daily gesta wonya bia na eja wakenkane nyina bi kama so ede amenta no pay esema daily gist ede ba na mapensen pese nyina mu enso ede amao me de wo ko the new trust na be piem so ewo the new trust na se wo be piem ya asante mantem mo ase ya asante MPP organizer bi na e kase yo e na wo kire mu kase from January de man pani je ediem na etusi akunya so ebese na me no kase ye man pani je ediem wo nya hwehwehwe ankasa e fa mo my Ghana wo ba no wo kire Ghana fo nyina se wo baba beresiti Ghana na so ase de wo ye nyina no ekoyi ankasa ne kratai eka wasem enso wa se sanso na nurses for and afenso midwife for from 2021 na besi year 2024 say wo mo ka kire man pani je ediense so onye na adwen so be post wo mo dia eno mo baba beto mo wagu mountain so I demonstration chechele chankasa e de tie man pani je edien ne kratai enso eka wasem enso wa se wunya bia no ato bo ase no akenkane nyina bi kama so e de amaye minority no ene eka kire yes speaker of parliament say asema obeti na ase be ka chere Ghana for nyina any parliament house for nyina say Ejaye Kpandai seat ni say na dam pai no one san so tro letter tintin na na so one san so betina say na one all he say one sister na no because omo no enya do mo beti ase ne no mate ase china and the new trust in so e kan wasem and so e wo ha say wunya bia no wakenkan nyina bi kama so e dia maintain no pensema the new trust and so de ebaye and so no me dey kwa the metro links now be pm so the metro links and next Kpandai seat ya he almost say anymore ya speaker of parliament in rain Run for krata emra Kumasi isi say enya dia sa rerun no ebeko so ne anase ebeko so china aboye ya na meka na asem so US obepie mo aya my Ghana mu asa wo kire mu kasa police fo bi kidnap ne ne ade no a police for some gusua eye mu hwehwemu ane krata enso eka wasem enso was ECOWAS for so ababontia wo mu ababa be declare state of emergency nyina eye ukopie mo ye West Africa hono ma ediema ba ko bi ekoso wo hono ma ni enya ye papa ene krata the metro lens so de ebaye mame fa akọ the custodian na de be piem so ko the custodian so a me se enu adana ko piem o parliament house a nyenye fediagro omo gina age black e na omo de letter no e kire e na omo kire mu ka kire ye speaker of parliament say enya don beti ase nya ati ase china e wo Kumasi ti baben enimadi mu ya contentem show ne ko ka kire yi si say sa abato na e ba be ko so e wo Kpandai no enya dom kokro muti be kwa akoto ne nye ato na china krata enso eka wasem so ase oba na krata fa tosu mienu so na so be piem ya santimante mo ase ya NDC youth no e no we so many abriye papa no mo ka kire Asante regional chairman se masawe blaye bre 2024 na mamunyi mani mai de brada Asante regional chairman na kire mu ka se asensi ade cha ade se bi obesore bia no na se youth wo mo tene puna no ni nyina ne se wo mo madwuma enye go so mo bre papa ya sana Samani kun eba power 2024 tanimu ya wa mo pe baabi enfa mo mo enhye saade a enya do bekoso e wo Kumasi ne krata de custodian enso eka wasem wo ha se wunya bia na wakenkan nyina bi kama so e de amaye sanse na ye lithium deal no a ye se enche bi o man Ghana ye ba belu sisika bebre na nyina ye 630 million US dollars a enye krata de custodian so eka wasem a wunya bia na wakenkan nyina bi so e de amaye mame fa de Ghanaian point so efa ento so na be piem so the Ghanaian point so a aye kisi Agyapong won sensema na se etwagu social media no man Ghana mu ase se amafo bi tina ase ye plot ye se ja enkomo bayi no e de afiri no mamunta ka ba bonte wo kyerem kasa police fo ahya se mo ye sa ensem we mu hwehwemu no we na krata ebon amane se amafo bebre na ba bonte se asem na ye no kroba pa ya kopie mo court kro na amafo bi o betima kwa testify se na ye no kre no ene krata enso ebon amane enso ha kata fe to so miensa ye mampani JD ni phone eda say Mahama Ken no se Mahama Ken no ho entan kosi 2020 na se niema power se waye de abo man Ghana na enye fediagro amafo bebre na be from kuro so kra ba be pie mo man Ghana mu se enna Mahama Ken no eba be nyo mayaresa e wa hase ya enye kratai enso e kan wasem enso wa hase MPP amanuko ni se ye ma Panda MP Matthew na so nte se nya do meje na jeje mu de birada wo mu kura ni mu anopa awie na enwumere enso to wa wie bo wo mu kan ho won be hwese sa rerun na nya de be koso wo Kumasi de o man Ghana nya de nyina ye be koso e wo Kumasi sanso na CID so ba bonten a womu echire mu se abayo ye ofri US ba ye ya wo chire mu kasa police fo bi kidnap no o ma sha se ye mu hwehwemu akrata the Ghanaian point so ebo ho amane enso e wa ha mame fa daily graphic enfan sorry krata ni nyina so na be pie mu akrata enim so nurse Dr. Manebo Amanyakopon bo a Saturday ye di yenim ya NSS ye no ekoso ankasa wo Kumasi Saturday and Sunday krata ni foni ababa be Nyakopon ekoso anfa ni kra ense ye papa penetrata daily graphic so kan wasem enso wasanso na Kpandai seat na ben sorry de na ya se wa de dia kan nyina baba beto aso de amekos aba ednu ade na kopie mo parliament house na enye fedi agro anka se me fa daily graphic fan sorry nkrata ni nyina so na ya se wa fa de kan nyina fa beto aso ma ye tie fo adane de nyina no wa moje breti Kumasi Online TV Tik TV and our face of friends of Ken TV na ko pombo achina yesanso ebedi nhemu be for now no de makra.
Okay, hana ATP ya beda wasi ye papa sense ma ba won krata ni wato bo pense ni nyina mu ede amaye na memende ukolumbe ya na se o ko manebu amadi
so manebu amadi and they say Eastern region na yen Eastern enti de ben me na meko
nti ubekolumba
mekolumba se lumba de ma achire he ya
na aban penifo ne so wo mo balumba na se wo mo ko manebu amadi
na akoye mente me waso wo social media se o manebu amadi se eja ye diki aye we di ama no enti nanka daddy lumba na eja o ma ye ni age no ka eja nko mo so fa support no e fa be support se mo makra na na Saturday no mo nko o manebu amadi na Sunday so no Omamba na ye kama
wo hwa na de lumba ye obenye ye
mama tese
yes body ni kura ye na body name say yes ye besie ni sa homachi o sa na
me so information menya ni sesia ni sa sha ade na be match na sana menya ni ntie
aka be 3 days the plans wo be match
sana lumba banyankopon bo se na Thursday omo sanso be kwa kohia mu o mehia nti hono me be hu se be ba so ana se emma so but amanfo say do odi funu ni betompa mu no eno na mbe ye dey wo mbe ba nti se wo de ne wa afefuru antompa mu dia enya de atimemfo ne so
ebusia pelisu gusu ejina ne naso
one day why you ready
watch say yere baso Saturday ebusia obi besie we live to see and ye de heya de we ye di baby akọ de besi bia no mo nim say ye de update no eyade ayede ebeso ba ankasa TV ba be da wasibio enche ba bedwafo be ba betira stage a ya dwetwe enkobo ede afa ensema agese ekosho ewo my Ghana de wo hwe nkrata 80 pitore bo pense ni nyine bu ba ye ya da agese edura dade course of floor of parliament na nya sam ketwa ni nyida nkrata by watore bo pense before sad one day nkrata ni mpo ba no be ka kire mo sawe ya ahemfo a wo mo so ewa Kpandai no wo mo so se enya de a wo mo beji atu bu da agese we run of election bia no etubi abaso ewo krom hodom da dura dade course wo hodom so rebusia ese wadi ense o ka kire be hye so be cap hod yakọ na yakọ akotie ye niso a yakọ hye ye niso ade de tie ya subusu ho nsem de twegu ye de ade se de adodompre wo gira ne na so tutu bi de ade ne ebuhye de dede yo so de ade de na ya sam keto akura ka bo de yenko na yenko hye ni nyina no emra sesia.
We must do better, and this house must do better, and we must act better. Let us commit ourselves to principled leadership, to procedural fidelity, and to the understanding that this house is a guardian, not a manipulator of the law. Legitimacy of parliament depends on our consistency. The legitimacy of parliament depends on our consistency, and we can't do otherwise. And consistency depends on our willingness to obey, not our political impulses, but the clear dictates of the law. Speaker, we strongly submit that the letter that was filed to the Electoral Commission was out of place, was unfortunate, and flies in the face of law and procedural justice. We submit strongly to this House that that letter must be withdrawn by Parliament forthwith, and we must act and stay consistent with the pronouncements of the chair, for that matter, the speaker on this same matter. We in the minority do not agree to the writing of this letter. We make a strong position that that letter must be withdrawn forthwith. And as a cradle of democracy, we must be seen to be setting a very good example for the populace of this country to follow. So, Speaker, I submit to you that that letter must be recalled. That letter declaring the Kpandai seat vacant must be recalled immediately. It must be recalled immediately. It cannot be. It cannot be. The situation cannot. And we on this house, on this side of the house, cannot support that decision. Ghana is a fledgling democracy, and the least we can do is to support procedure, is to support the provisions of our law, and to stay away from decisions that flies in the face of logic and procedural justice. We are totally against it, In this House, we have worked in collaboration and in cooperation with our colleagues in the majority. Even where you don't have your numbers, we have allowed you to lay papers and do all manner of things. This decision will not stay. This decision will not stay. And Speaker, we humbly call upon you to instruct the clerk. The clerk must be instructed forthwith to withdraw that letter and act according to law. I shall submit. I thank you.
With all I will and my forevermore. And help us to resist oppressors with all I will and my
Defense and Interior. Defense and Interior.
Just the motion number 30. Read it. Just read the whole thing. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that this honorable House adopt the report of the committee. No, this is Committee on Defense and Interior on the allocation of the sum of 10 million for the services of the Ministry of Defense for the year ending 31st December 2026. I so move.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. I'll rise to second the motion. 30 on the order paper. Mr. Speaker, as I present the report of your committee, Mr. Speaker, the report of the Committee on Defense and Interior on the 2026 annual estimate of the Ministry of Defense. Mr. Speaker, we thank the Mr. Speaker, I want the report to be captured as it has been duly read. And in conclusion, Mr. Speaker, in view of the above, the committee recommends the House to adopt its report and approve the sum of 10,772,441,661 Ghana cedis for the implementation of the programs of the Ministry of Defense and its agencies for the 2026 fiscal year. Respectfully submitted, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Honorable members, the motion has been moved. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, you may put the question on motion number 30. You may put the question on motion number 30.
Honorable members, those in favor of the motion, say aye. Those against, say no. Honorable members, the motion is carried and the House has accordingly adopted.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let's take motion number 31. Motion number 31. I'll move it and then you second. Mr. Speaker, I move that this Honorable House adopts the report of the Committee on Independent Constitutional Bodies on the allocation of the sum of 144,580,479 Ghana cedis for the services of the National Commission for Civic Education for the year ending 31st December 2026. I shall move, Mr. Speaker. Let up in second. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion, and in seconding the motion, I present your committee's report and call on Hansard to capture the entire
a country called Ghana. And Perifua on the 7th of December 2024, Ghana for Ebiana, a Sunday Ahumachi, Ebidi Nkunya, Ebidi Abobai, any idea, Echo Sela say, Yokotuaba, na ye obi representing ye our floor of parliament. It was here the end the course for parliament, Rodo. Inti, a man for papa no, a man for role models, a man for penny for a lot of the youth look up to them. Said that I wanna be like this MP. It was here, I don't know. And no, Kpandai seat back up. And I would want to applaud a Speaker of Parliament. He did so well, say, once or so Sanyema winning now. So he did very well, say, once or so now, business of the day, no, or trying the best to say, one more Ebeka Sadia found, despite the noise and then everything. That if you have a quackra, then I don't hear Mr. say, as I said, at that time, no majority leader, now on the floor of parliament, you know, well, no, now, what you know about Bekasa, and they say, a minority, super minority free. One so sorry, Jina woman now, so I just send you the day you're any idea. And this thing, I would say, is a courts in a serious round of election or encoso. It is not the parliament house. So I don't know why this whole brouhaha thing is going on. But pardon members, one more attendance here. I better to check and come on. And they afford this whole story and then other stories such as Abani Adienina and the Honorable Seth Ankra, NDC communication team member. So soon at 20 Prempe. One also LPP communication team member. Remember we did another kwaba shonko. Eddie aba showdown chimedi. So mpacha mema muni na kwaba.
Ni aba mejo so.
Bibi aboko die.
Adoma hwe ni mpa ibonti bibi aboko.
Yeah, that's it. Because the Honorable Seth Ankra bi who watch it.
It's okay.
Hey, wa ba basa na no boy aba kwa sheyensa.
No krefa.
Bibi aboko.
Bibi aboko. Afie totonia ma. Pese yebu mai no ma mai no. Obia hotono. Ntina na monti enka no.
Okay. Say bibia kwaso wa no wa reja. Okay. Ebusia ye remu your first topic for discussion. Ye be so ya na baba kwja na dipa be se muchia ni nyina no. Na muchia dem bredo ekoti aka just for 2 minutes. Your first topic for discussion. Ghana would be blessed to have Baobia as president. This is coming from Kofi Bento. Tony Mamintiwe.
Mini aba said your kana ye pon a ye be chiati for ne ahwefo. Na onim no credit Kofi Bento kana ye no credit say on say ye campaign no ye de to Ghana for anim say Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia o pegana mampanyina di no. Enioma bibiri no de agu akwam so obeye. In the first place oka said nioma mampanyini nanado danko akufuado nyina obo beto so. E no sade ni trim po bi tu de bi ti say o ye say o ye best start ye tax nyina afoforo. Tax nyina ye best starting on a fresh slate. In the taxes bia na etua ne Ghana bia nke be cancel ni nyina. Ni a starting nyina on a fresh slate. Say the be be un tax ayeje. Any de yenji any ade. O de no to nche o ka so the credit card system e be Ghana. Uniska utimi kokoto ade. Na wo ye adwuma ne koso na wutua de na won say dey. eka ade na nkasa hia ono nti saa ne ma we nyina ye ne mo kan wo de no nso to nche o sa ka say we improve free education say the free education dey see corner ade do ye piloting here was 1 or 2 challenge o ye say obe solve ni nyina na ade na tima ko 1 wo de no to nche so sa ka say agenda 1 na ye mampanyin na do danko kufu ado e sha ase e covid time no ye tima wie bebre nso wo ayi wie akase ye bebia no kra fa ni pagum no akwakoye buachi bi asem nti wo yes oba ni nyina obe complete no wa fa nipa koguma ma omatima ye adwuma enti saa ne oma we nyina ye ni oma odigu akwam eye Kumasi airport ayi ya na wo se ye bia no ye bieye aka just ring road ka krabie wo se ya no ye soso a ne besi na me no ka say o mo nyen soso a planes intimi ma besi international flight intimi mesi no ni nyina ye ni oma o ye se oba be de oba be to aso kejetia phase 2 ane ye sha ase ane ye nyina so o ye se nyame ya no di akonya na oba be to aso itisa ne oma we nyina ye nioma o se ye bo se obeba ba be to aso nti we de Kofi Bentil e kana nanka Ghana be blessed to have Dr. Elijah Mahmoud Bawumia fi say ye campaign na ne ye ka say this year 2025 and 2026 economy ni be yi efi se ni nim de egu akwam in 2024 enuma bi a Ghana for grant as bibi ti se debt estate domestic program ay de ba nyina Ghana for anti-as nyina no na o kan opposition say next year enuma be yi enne NDC for akwaje ho interest o ma betua ma o ma kwaje principal ne dia ba be share economy ni mo so mo bo mo de so it's time enuma we nyina enuma na Dr. Elijah Mahmoud Bawumia esi na ni so ba obeye na so fofu atoata eni kokodi gugu a dream na ntima amem but minim say 2028 nyame ya no ba yibe bibia kama na Ghana asafa ne ntuma pefra.
Okay, honorable say thank you maminti wonso e
me ba me da say sometimes NPP for no more kasa atin say ano mu bla fi omo because Ghana ye hunu 2024 enye bi ne hunu 2025
okay
because enye ma dane enye ma sisa so who say normally no say obi kasa you normally use economic indicators and a judge say o mine e kuye ana o mine say o kasa senka NPP evi ni ana ba o mia wi ni ya nko mine be dey ebesesa ana ebe koso but that time near to fu say ono oba ya no obe president Ghana fu nya ni mujide ka say dollar obe chidia ki na ma IGP no sa ne time 2024 na dollars benne his excellency John Dramani Mahama and the dollar and that say so to say 10 cities point something e bin sida so ho eneme no ka say okofele gasa hwenebo petrol liter henebo so to say bibia ba form so ho de Ghana ama ye bresesi and say all the economic indication ni nyina no abafom by a problem ye price control so ho senka ye hwe economy na bibia dan ne kwan so ba uko marketer enema nko se yetete so no ye ntete so sometimes enema bi say we don't have to use it as politics so ye chechire oman a enema bi wo ho amoma ye nyina ye nsoro ne entia se uko enanka ya to ne mamu dia ana exchange rate kosra edwadifo ba be ka kire se petrol koswa ombe ba be ka gas koswa be ka enyema mo etin nti etutu ye nyema ba eba foma de nti no mo entiso so acha se eti eno ni ade o se mo ye hweka ko ba umia time a okay na bi kura be ka kire se enamba umia so enama NPP rusu 2024 election Bawumia so nana bi I have the video here o permit me yacho enam NPP guru siri nyina se Bawumia enema NPP che say the way Bawumia lusi ye hu bi to tell the omo parliament for omo minority see how they are struggling so because they have no option say ombe ha NDC amemu pana yo si ebu no eno pese omba hai but the NPP be bia no Ghana be cause ye better set Ghana no NSC afu wa ye to na ne boa aba for me no me na enjoy okoto mo a first na ka emo 5 kg de shemo 5 no okoto na ka nam 1000 something ene ukra 400 series 500 series out to me ebito ene utimi enye sika eto bibia wa ugiri se wo so so eti eniema akoso abma yesi na akofo mama na me ya me no kasa bi ni ba isa Ghana ayedo yesi abronya o de o kwa akra de Kumasi aso kwa sisi anam no kasa ne de tie on the 10th ba sisi traffic ache manfo ashase di bronya so improvement aba sister no ayede o man no ayede so what you say this is the first time Ghana ye through December and from ana asochine ebo e kire say e be Christmas so it is anka anho kira ye wo mu 2024 2024 o kase bronya ba kra no bi anim eno akra na me ko hu video bi o TikTok akra bi e ka say oye baumia chese ne bu ofu se wabo ne din se oye baumia because baumia ba no wabese ho man no baumia ba o magana ekom ana akikire ye eti ebeye den asemo mekan 2024 se ebeye den se baumia bitma be president o Ghana ha
okay
ebeye den ebi insida so because nipa na oba he na obese Ghana yenya ne mu gidi economy e de share ne nsa no kura wontimi anyo the economy alone baumia entimi manage amaye not to talk about say e de Ghana nyina be share ne nsa so what you say obaya sa same person e be catch say yem friend digital we say digital ne nyama de bae so hu ena me no ka say empanifo ayede wo mo e be ko akogere wo mo baumia din e ka ho bi enche ye be frɛ no so such person obe bugana faso anka odi efese ECG si a o to a mi we fi company ni din o to mitana ono ni din ni bibia na ne company na ye
is it the Habtel?
Yes,
o say Habtel ide mo ama ban ba condemn say Habtel nye Dr. Mahmoud
de be ono me say ya ba
NDC for ya we kwa de maminja na communicator na but it is the truth. Habtel is never for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
And I'm say one kind
yet ebusia we monte that it is the truth. No, you see this propaganda was done in 2024 which helped the NDC win the election. But Habtel is never for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
It was
Habtel for Nagasa ever 2-1 and I was so shocked they kept mute before the election.
Remember, also in politics, say most of the contractor so ahwa see OSP ni most of the contract and I think one of the contract be me refi omoni OSP because time ade on sha ase no everything was open but emela niam koso enye no afi de omo ka se omo nim ho hwe even contract no was fraud so enti enye bi wo ho a kwa company ni pese obe lose the credibility tin they will come out and say ade no enya osmesi dia because the moment government ni be say ba omi ade ano e dia ne be automatically we free system and ye be what it no so that is why ebi omo de bibia basa ba go deep into details and this so eti ilevia na eso Ghana for Bahumia, a whole Bahumia, Yasenka, it was twice one can 11 years so far in 2024, no, and get a bear double tax. Uko porter, and then you see a car crown abba form. Satan Bahumia time car crown out to me to Uko porter, what to car, and now what cracker, abba, nebuo, uton ho cry 50,000, no, Ubedu porter, ucha 100,000, 150,000, and Sanya Timamoi, and almost far be so edgy amount for car. Under the leadership of Bahumia, Nanki Senko be president, and Kagana for Humbertom, Senka Bahumia to Aswa, and Ka e Kuma a bed a dear 2024, no, and Kabe triple.
Okay.
Of a comma and ka ye experience in 2024 no it mean about the American say Ghana we still have hope in John Dramani Mahama.
Okay.
Mahama na se sia no amemu na obuo no so hu da bia government in power no enye nmuja because essentially no bibia da di pefe adwuma John Dramani Mahama ye no enye me na me begina haka so hu economy na sisa for next year, Ghana, Kumasi to Accra. Big time express road that you be sit down. So when your president here, and it's what do you see when it's say, obey to me, I saw any omokratrim even cross or my MP road minister cross he even against this kind of project I ever. So President John Dramani Mahama is a wise choice for Ghanaians at this crucial moment. As some of 2024 says His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Tiasia and Kadewia NPP Paumia essay economy no. That time 2024 and Kebe they say any president a bit more solving it this time.
Okay, Honorable say thank you. Meda was it Tony. 30 seconds.
Share unim. 30 seconds is about your hair. Unim. Petrol now can once among. Omo no buy June we may for June there June. Now super SP net the 15.6 60 pesos 16 cedis 60 pesos me wa. All the time say by 4.5 now be 68 Ghana cedis. And now what here cast petrol at so you take petrol so now walk can. Ya take case kaswana. Case kakano. Drivers na south to 2 case came. What the no 20 out here economy asem. Mo buy a dear na ya for economy no. At the ben my ya a huge amudia economy ni man as my ya a chess moment economy ni my own bibi. What the no 20 oh come on a doconasem. Hey, now unti Kromoana. Cook enjoy. Yet on 170 Ghana cedis. That's 170. Moko fa mo TikTok mu bi obi akwa shed dem baby ndisi fu akwa yesi wo. Na moko fa beton just be tesi di amosi atemo so. Masa yenyina ti kromu an yeton yo ma wo. Enne wo koma ke na 2000 Ghana cedis antimi ton yo ma. What dey no to ncha? What ye ka increase a year sem na say. He, mo ba ye hwe nyoma ma tumo Ghana ha. Ye ba so light any nsuo ni ade nyina mo to unprecedented eso mo opposition dey na mo kan what ye ka say 11 ni ade woni nwu asem ene me no ka say me no to adun so levy one cedi on a liter of fuel e be see that unprecedented ye the boiler tax of 10 pesos e buy o ma me yasuma anwe one cedi on a liter of fuel e be see that ene what ye ka say after Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia there this state fact ne clear he haptel enye Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia there mo ba power ma hwehwem mo se nyane dia bet yeti kromo alodi na mama bank se guo kromo anyina sika nyina ne wona na yo me na me ka tro bank se guo kromo anyina alodi na mama na ne dia me say Tony, relax about Mr. I want you to please that statement you made. Into me have to the end Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia there. Omu kaya ka say ECG sika ona ajeje. Oze no ka so ko light awajibi.
Tony
na me dey be factor now. Maybe they be factor now.
If you are not going to retract it, then I think that my station and myself, we have no evidence, we have no idea about it. I've given him the opportunity to stand on retract his statement. Say banks the idea go Ghana in Nesikano a year first lady ho, but he is still standing by what he means instead of Kumasi Light TV, First of Ken TV, Think TV. Me personally, that I asked or maybe the production team, we have no idea about it. Or do I either Akadasen?
Many about the not port. Yeah, time you slash a port. Taxes near by 50%. Ewo Kromua, led by Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. What the not to can levy as a message about him? He levy 1% of Scar sending. Once and the clientele, but do so levy make idea. No matter what you pay, cause many will be Africa. And the do so levy one city on a liter of fuel. When you want some tea, I say 11 years. Mobile 4 quarters. Ye 1 year we. Every quarter be amoto light in it mean about Medimanus in the American and say NDC for the outro near that no more.
Okay, Tony, that was your next topic for discussion. Mahama, no third thing. This is coming from the minority. Honorable say thank you. NDC, by now you projecting a third thing for John Dramani Mahama, your man Piniana.
Miniaba, the American say Ghana for Nana is here a person Mahama, a protector. Many I say Mahama, a protector. Who say winya just who social media baby opa asema make challenge you say ade chair for camera tisikum no we say Mahama tete we say even a higher Ashanti region
but we all know it's against our constitution.
Yes, and maybe baho we say one thing sometimes NPP for omo aya kokwa nanse nyansa na omo ano nim se wo mo trem no so omo propaganda ni say omo ya ni ache omo to the extent say we say ye be change the constitution ama Mahama ko Say even a change constitution you got tema you beto aba ne ento aba and here for na koto aba
Ghana for
enti se Mahama person koto tema Ghana for koto aba no se Ghana for mpa
they would vote against him.
I said so it is all kotra baby now ko ka say and Mahama be say o sisa constitution no this one. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make logic. It's invalid.
Okay.
So what I say, constitution even right now, I say there is nothing like constitutional review as I'm speaking to you now, or parliament. And so, omudi jina so say ye constitutional review say Mahama person Mahama kotete. No say there be ano obi ye at the pa any day. Ye piano. Ghana for say Mahama first year 2025 year you me. E more de more wabe bono economy no ya bro no case dum so bad. He see debt. E bin see that over bit is 158 billion. Ya ko first ka wa himi ni aba. E ka ma be batu hoyi. Ya ko first ka no he. Non to krum ha ne say ECG container bia mix wo krum ha eno iska na nyiska ewe
iska say ma energy minister Kroya Sababeka say it has been found.
You see so all these people come prato ho na ye di be shema wa be ka jire say esan ka yen sebi yen ko fufa ana yen paki aboba ene metua kana mu jato ho nana mini aba yeah, person, yeah, my Ghana for etias, and say, as I'm speaking to you now, Mahama, Enyanya, now, you say, or quarter temple. Yeah. So, I say, so, be quarter temple is a Ghana for the Becas uncle. On one to me, Gahano, and yet, Akufo government, a autocratic, no, a democratic, and yet, to Abba. So what I say, edi ye anko ye bibia e beti tia Ghana for fan ho yeso. It is a Mahama kaso be ko tetema e me no mienu e na eko. And o kaso be konso amefo ano so. So what I say, but one thing is say Ghana na ye belo setting na ye team eno ne hia yo. Se se YouTube o tikrom ho bia pese onya adwuma ye. Se se eno ho na ye be ye ama minu en. Omo nyina he me say by the end of 2026 na NPP for obi oti Ghana ha bia me fa say 80% enya adwuma ye yute okrom ha. Amen. So I say it Mahama NDC ye media agro. Okay. NDC you are not coming to joke. You promise ye nyina what dem just mention one policy NDC enter che obeka say ABR 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy is in progress. Sheshe eba and by 2024 mid-year terms, I think say you will implement it. 2026. Oko DV area, Oma Shase, see you no babontis, Oma 24-hour economy. So I say, Oko airport, Oma Shase, most of the government institutions, no, Oma 24-hour economy. So, but ye percent about private sectors. A bit what you to know. Into Juma and a year in his family, a bit run no be so ye. So I say, and yes, say ye giant room. And I may say, when you are in government, it's about hope. It's about the action. It's not about talking. So what I say, and Ghana for wow, Mamunti and people for propaganda. And this you are ever already say about some. Ye basse, ye baye near my promise, and ye may be a Adeba one thing I am surprised it was not part of NDC manifesto. But unse abeye manifesto ye implemented. It was not part of it. I didn't say Mahama was making some it wasn't a national program. To just okobuno na woka be before that omo yan kokono. But NPP so mo ebeye national policy no. And you implement this every region be a young concrete. By the end of 2026, ye be Kodi Brunya, Samuel and Kuko, Ukra 5 cities, 20 cities are over to my talk because okay, Tony, my minty
will about him, share NDC for me, Cassie, we are from me. See, we are so Uchan from us of fire at that bonting. He be educated or Muka Cromunti. Before the president be caught 3 term and over more than 3 terms. This ordinance Saka constitution and it said obeying such a womb. Oh, Mrasibijum. Then you call referendum. After referendum, no, and a president in Binyam Queen idea, and they are more terms. so omu nim saa de ne na omu fa to omu trim ti so omu ye nsatraye wo constitution nim ansa na akọ referendum sana referendum na je omatum he ni nyina ne say Ghana ha yet no since independence and as I can say since fourth republic ya shem la to was a president bia ko 2 terms onko bi I'm landed out obia diaba Rollins started fourth republic or the year juma ko 4 by or the year juma Mills by nyame fa ne crazy yi Mahama betwa so wasaba akufuado aba or the ne dia year juma dia na wo de si wo kwan a wo ye ne sonko a ene de wo se pay more terms account na jo normal mama o utumi se ni bradi ankasa mini aba mba betre wase mba betre unum de ti amekasa
Tony, let me say this. Our president himself has said it that unquoted. Yes. Right? It is rather the people around that I think say no that A+ so ye man penny John Robert so unquoted. But ye man penny ankasa de watu nenum to se onkotet enra ena boa wo minority for ya mo parliament muko resist sa issue
mini aba no kre ba ko pe on onim de John Dramani ma me na a game of politics di nti ameka sa ne se o ma amanfo keka nti bedu ba bi no no ase pe di amanfo kan mati o ma no meba yes cause nipa wa start here the unit committee member the assemblyman abedi MP the deputy minister abedi minister the vice president abedi president as akwa ba bi ma abedi president ye be bi mpa na wo hia no wi ase ana akonya be na won transfer da person won transfer hu aba iti ni chese ojina wa won ti ase na hwe ye mpre mo form nsanka constitution onim de ntamini aba so the nsanka constitution na ye so election but utasa bia to wa okwata term ni wie no so nko bi ma obi nso beba obeka so de ne se ka ko 5th term obi nso beba so de ne se ka ko 10th term ebe to so sa eno so ne yem party mini aba wo kasa o di ra ECG jept ndc fo won ase yenya independence no ma be di Ghana so mo ko 2017 dum so asafo ye na amafo yi wo mo nam betu gu abonten dum so ti ye ba ye Nigeria fo be ka kire se e ka mo du o mo ka twitwiri die ye ne ko tu asa aka no 8 years ye da light team e wo Ghana ha wo de no to nchen ya mini aba o ti e ka se 24-hour economy na mon start 24-hour economy no nim de ye bu so ma no mo ka o mo si de change asa o ton wa cha no pa de awie jai no ananaju tu na ton 3 mashasi ewe hin DVL infa masa ni fata ye di tele o kasana me wa ye di o kasana me wa mami make me submission na se me na kai o se DVL o mastate Mr. DVL ena me to me tell say DVL onum no obo mo start e
and he is saying the DVL boss said so much. And
it's not true, Miniaba. And you let DVL maybe catch up a pot run about by 5 no more pong. Mina me catch up. Only 24-hour way. 24-hour now, Oka says in the pipeline. And this is for the Adrini Diagro. 24-hour no. In your lancho. In your pipeline, it's all about employment. What's all a one institution, 3 people? It is all about employment. Ye solid free ananka manfo nso aba bede abetina se bibia wa ha it is a mo be shasia enye nasem but me aba me dey ba so no nim se me no ka se
because amema wo do anu isi no
okay
Adenta branch DVLA officer wa Adenta branch almost started this 24-hour
enye no correct
I am speaking from fact you are telling me so are you trying to tell me I'm also
no not necessarily that but me about him sa Adenta wonom no last month me come sister station me ne ndisi ne okushi okansa onim sa ni week me kwa kra Adenta wonom me pacho opa frɛ anaasɛ opa make calls bi by 7 o'clock 7 card they say late by 6 normal pound say 24-hour economy one normal fan wo ho anaju to what to driving license masa yen kan no krentre yen
enti adeda bibia
adeda de no nim o mokasa all because o my online portal bia obetima tan dem register na nwumre de aba wa no pa mo kan no krentre Ghana for ba mo ka say mo be run 3 shift 3 people.
They've done an online portal. Obi betumi responding to you. I don't know.
And it doesn't come in your body and kill you.
So you people didn't do it. You had a chance, you didn't do it.
Nanya people are saying you need to be called DVLA. People are saying you need to be called passport office. Oh, now, hey, Master, simple. Many about her and Debbie, and they want to meet Chammy America, Debbie, and Cassandra. Want to meet Chammy America. Meeting my family could depend. Debbie, Minkasa will say. Me point now me making it ye. Me can't say who see you. Maybe I me can't who say you. Who say that DVL say omu run 24 hours. And I make sure say no, it's not true. And I make sure the DVL no. Mu opposition mu kan ye. Say 24-hour economy ni the change na say. What you say? Oh be adwuma. Fagale gubo. No anso ehye kan fa gugu so. Na wo so na obeduru adwuma na ada na ya ateke. Sana motra kroma katre divini aba me de manu se no de me kan say unu se me no ka say eko was a declare state of emergency date no declare state of emergency e ye kuku ekoso date na de na di ku ne ba e ye sa external terms ya president for na extend no e na di ku ne ba o we Burkina yesa Benin de yesa Gambia de yesa on itimi no aba de me kan nyina na say President John Dramani Mahama so ni so onko tetema ofa ne Nancy form cause sao mo kasa nyina wabo mo pa yes cause now mini aba obi ma me bo pa oto ba bi die ntida wo so kasa obi ba be quarter of fourth term but dey yen yes esuro no say ye call elections o but o twasa bia to wa obi so ba be extend no okay and the best say Ghana democracy ebe akabo so obi be extend no unlimited what is so compare so obi
okay Tony yeah that's yeah papa we say ebe we mo your last and final topic for discussion. Honorable Sethanka, I am committed in building better Ghana. Things say afi pepe ni Ghana for ekoto ababum ede ema wa ban no jaye mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kasa no che say neni so ade hunu say wo be build eye oman Ghana no ade a chese still na egusu awo hono ntiri we take on that we are naija Kpandai this whole city say wo de kakra bi asoso de ama me yenko
yeah president kan I think say it's a perfect so and yema Mahama kan ni nyina eno ane yema NDC ni e baha ne kan nyina eno ane aye so eno ntina NPP for yam hyehe o mo say Mahama ka so okotema is easy o say me kasa no me din kan bibi say sebi si ebe kotetema enye Mahama na kokase me kotetem eye Ghana fo o se no ka referendum na hinofo na be ye ye ka referendum Mahama nko na be kwa akosi no aye referendum enye Ghana fo ejedi antina so ho sami sebi puwa wode be mu mani anje Ghana pu na ye kan sa na nye izo Mahama osade koshe say Mahama kobu obi pa so ho nipa ne say he is committed say obe reset Ghana obema Ghana for ho ato mo Ghana for ani beje ye business say investors eni abro mo ba sa Ghana express road ye be ye Ghana ye sika o so what as investors for na this ke be wurem Sanyama we nyina ntim wo se ono no aye ready say he is ever committed so be hwese Ghana be koso okay on can say he is committed so the ku beba o ko bo bi pa amana a push ni so me ko tete Mahama don also sometimes you don't have such time say oba be ka jo say kono ko ka say memra tete e knows the president. What kind of logic? A dear propaganda na mo pese moye. So I said mo pese mo creative bibi. We are talking about the economy. O minor see aye chichire no. Say NPP ni bi ti ho no kasa. Nesi wa mo Mahama abaso a. emra enema koso kama na se nipa no omompe Ghana fo ye se NPP ni bi kasa ebo Mahamadin bonia na se nipa no omompe Ghana ye se obi kasa ekokase Mahama bae enema mu aye dia no oya bro a ompe Ghana ye because enema sebi ansa na NPP fo ebe kasa ye bahomia eba no o chire economic indicators mu say ni dollar say no to the extent say when the fundamentals are weak the exchange rate will expose you but yeah omo time e but start the same exchange rate you know and no na expose Mahama ama say Ghana bon say Mahama ye adwuma say bibi a kire inflation be da her policy rate say enye dey biem. Oh, and yema also bafom no. The question that we have to ask ourselves say all the economic indicators na bafom, but still the nyema prices of goods and services that so high. This is the questions I want to say. Have you asked ourselves these questions? We've never done that. But the person they be say Mahama say. Take them na Mahama person kwa. Enya wo na be ka kire no. To the extent say wabedi assembly man wabedi we adeno so hunti say obi ye keji ni sebi obi nc classroom da no tie na asem no ofa no dia ya asem say adeno Mahama ni brade you are using this word Mahama any brade a eye abato na akoto you na otoma no wan faku na beje power say obi ye presidency si enye ku no ye it is obi akoye ni ku a such as here and from Ghana na Ghana yenka se e quarter term se term no kura beba so wa kura make reference ye be referendum na referendum no sebi Cote d'Ivoire for na be referendum na mayana enye Ghana for wa won kan ho bi enti na Mahama e be force say chinchina ana okoto aba Mahama gina so say wa nto aba na ma no be butu ana be odai
but of Kpandai city de ne
say oba Kpandai ha sebi and NPP for na ye yusu emla bibia NPP aye afanyoma markings otumika say if you don't understand go to Supreme Court on tiasia go to court everything go to court but and that same NPP for go to court no and that same NPP say do mo say omompe court to be say amosumo ompe court yenye dai okay Mose mpe court yenye de court na akasa se court ekasa na won tiase you go for appeal and he say court ashe say yento yenye aba no man of notification to the EC say o man 30 days say unconductive fresh election na say on tiase you go to your appeal after the election do be win biano when you go to appeal and you win everything will change
okay
what did they make wrong e didn't na say NPP for me say ye ko war na Kpandai election na yekoto no ebisi yo obi esi obi kura tu Ghana Tamason eno mo me yekoto abe asinof me ro afi eye papa ni din asinof mo me mo declare vacant yankoto aba ye kontokwa edi entine bi asi a mo se monti ase se nipa no so wi ni a ada na wonko kire obobre emi ehu se ampa se court kura kase ya and you the yankoto ni nyina yankosho ye bobre se wi ni yampa so the more na NPP fight say here ni yankoto about it means elections no omo rege ye so I say omo ye bibi bone enti no omo sure say omo koto baba omo Kpandai election will come live. It will happen and this event almost it ni
thank you meda was it only mamintie won
mini aba onim okasa no no kana ye be referendum Ghana for na ba akoto ontie ni yi me ka asem bi ontie ni yi me say parliament be the card and start constitution and na referendum na ba so it won say if we one yakoto say parliament anye sa answer try na referendum yitimi nkonkoye ene dwom dwama ni mama ntimi sore se nkoye referendum parliament ntimi sore se nko unless omo do omo nsa ka constitution sa na mpese wote ase good me ba sa ne term na afiwe na so waye better no he de waye better nyina ne se obo ka kire se obetu assembly members ka me no ka se ontu omo ka form sikadi oh wait o ka sana me wa yidi mesrew Mr. Setway o ka sana me wa ha me say tie Mr. Say tie Mr. Say tie ni ye tie me have good discussion tie me have good discussion Debbie me have good discussion tie Debbie seriously no me have good discussion tie no many time tie they all can on am pay but many time it when one
and to be I'm aware
he is a senior man in the NDC.
Oh.
And now, on nature say, assemblymen they have been paid.
Yes, after assembly member BCC.
When they were more, they are not trying to tell you.
Assembly members asama ye kan mebo first budget e we di ye no 2025 budget no ye di semu se be tuo mo ka for the whole year tie o fla assembly member bi abusa na only 2 months no mo saka me no ka say me ba
and you sit here you say
me na 2 out of 12 years say enye 10 into automatically untu ai okay onko tuare aka no so oh in fact said the show ni say kono no Debbie enkasa antreme me ka troti ma we no first last we internet me aba me kasa seriously no cause you are going too far enkasa antreme wo na be tell me jado kaka no me nua ba me de to aso woni hwe yeti kromo a omu say 48 million Ghana cedis say omo de ba beti women's bank 480 billion and then me no ka say ma me bia kan kromo a 10 Ghana cedis omo de ama no kromo a me nua ba wo de no to nchan a omo ko opposition omo ka tell say omo ba ba mu a headmasters no omo discover me omo mama omo akodi jo market aba be ye aduane de ama nkwala no school enne ti ya medi a wo ha ye bi so omo headmasters omo de 1 cedi cabinet so nkonkodi dwa atroni adada na bi no wo de no to nchan a President John Dramani Mahama now fruit now pass up during campaign time say Oba provide cheaper reliable electricity e okromua miniaba mine o ka say every quarter of the year be a to electricity and lighting mine o ka say 1st January 2026 year to electricity mun kwa 9.8% water nkwa year to 15.8% adan every quarter be as was atumo me was wo opposition na wo ba power wo ye campaign o ka say ube provide cheaper and reliable electricity. What the not on Chamiaba? Oba Bayman, I will say, are they a fuel a fuel plant, a generating light near Dinesa? What the 1 cedi per liter of fuel at the Betu Kromwa? And none of my papa also why 1 cedi per liter of fuel, let me see that. About being or this attacks in Biaba Kromwada. What the not on Chamiaba? Oh, what a opposition. Who say it was a 24-hour economy and only a day about near day. Compare who you your main priority out there. Medimanusi wo. Unim 24-hour economy no. Oba here dey no why found. One company 3 people. Sana mo katre. Na sa one company 3 people no. One company be na operate 24-hour economy Ghana. Ye ka mo si DVL. DVL dey na ekoso. Medimanusi wo Kpandai dey so. On say interdistrict say ya na ma metam na ye ketu abi. Me once okasa na mama na flow. Kpandai dey na make no. Hwe me no ka say ya file state of execution. Yasa ya pay. It is yes yan farm na kwan so. But it seems so mo ba be di akonya no mo ya tetere yan sa guati. Mo executive, mo legislature, mo sa kwakwa judiciary account. Ene mo te presidency na mo di asem go court. Ene ya ti seat ya win with over 3,000 votes. A difference there ke to account better say over 3,000 votes. Majesty say say call rerun. How say there was here try out here sir. It be new about ye dey can say jejimledi yes file stage of education yes I appeal the court on the back and then ye be this so but until the court on nkae na clerk of parliament issue letter dia koma isi ne dia eno na ye si entiase ye was here file appeal ya me ni appeal na sem ni wie ansana isi baby bi na say clerk baby bi dia koma isi ya waye ba me no ka say clerk
notify electoral commission. I'm electoral commission ba be share data de be call rerun. Abla injunction that's what abla seal of execution. Ye file that asem so mini aba. It here dey can say ejim lady. Dey be free court aban. And ye be so.
Okay, we have say we chia no beti be chia.
Mini aba me chia Reverend Samuel Pokuma for the Gospel Center Sermons of God ano. Na me chia Bishop Mike Atribo no so the CCM ano e wo Otafu constituency.
Okay, Tony Medas, honorable say thank you.
Okay, mechia ye vice president. Na Opoku Ajima baby a obi a mama Nyankopon hyira wo. Ne adwuma wo bo. Wahye man mo nyama baby a obi a mechia wo. Na machia ye ne ayesi wo Jepa honorable Ambrose Edwin Insako, honorable Ambrose Insako baby a obi a Nyankopon hyira ne adwuma wo bo. E Magana Export Promotion Authority so omunyuma ekoso. Mamenchia ye ne regional organizer honorable Isham the Lion King baby a obi a so mechia na machia e regional chairman na
bizaze Isham ni position
there so Nyankopon
Isham last time position there
won count ho na mechia ye doctor regional minister Dr. Frank Amwakwehene baby a obi a Nyankopon hyira na won count ho ne adwuma pa Obama Asante Region Nyankopon count.
Okay, Honorable Seth Ankra NDC communication team member Saso na Tony Prempen so ye NPP communication team member womo ena ende de meje bre ne womo twhwe nkomo e wo shoulder jumedie sungofo bi ena so ma se mande program yi etumi ye successful lineage clinic GH4 me pacho yare bia red out so wechi anwunya nredro wo bi memu yade achese wo pressure ekosro ankasa wo mpemu agro ne ade nyina done something which is that me pacho hwehwe lineage clinic GH4 wo mechi akwan na wo mundro papa na wo mfama na yade ne nyina no entumi entutu emfri wo widie mo ye adwuma Mondays ekosi Saturdays anopa 8 am edikosi enwumbre 6 pm mo frɛ wo mo so a free consultation wo wankran a wo mechi akwan e wo sprinters aso na Kumasi ha no wo mo tech maximum betimi afrɛ wo mo 0559658403 and 0558143438 na ono mo atwetwe enkomo Danis Garage so say opeka papa to dia chuchumika be piemu e wo masuye na wo mo e ma ka enumfu ka ne engine no eye quality ka woto a enye de afiansa na police for e ba be chese oni ade mu a enche mo be ba Ghana ba be di bronya ni new year mesre mo mo betimi atoka e wo Danis Garage ofre wo mo a umfoni ni ade na de send wo mo be hwehwe ka ni mu de wo ped wo be yi de esi ho no de ma be dru Ghana da chese waje wo ka wo na kwa no be ba shop o mechi akwaya wo mo Kumasi askwa wo ni ti aya mass na edi enhwe no betimi afre wo mo 0550623377 na ono wo mo atwetwe enkomo Mamenda production team ni nyina ase Hana ATP the newspaper review no ebe so mo saso na camera ni MCR so kojo support ni sanu ejuma na echegu executive producer Mr Daniel Yabu amonso amoje brehwe ejumedie mu nyina no Nyankopon hira mu ye papa me ametina dwam so di dwumedie be so mo medi ene na ya se onyame adom akira exactly 2 pm ye be saso atena se ne joman Ghana ho nsensem nyina no ye dia ba be so mo till then stay safe ye be saso edi ehia makramo.
Wow, what a nice cars. So peka eye niti pa afeni eye free so edi abadia. Contact Danis Garage. Hona benya ka siapo a eye niti pa ato. Ka efeye eye latest models cars aba. So pe eye Honda CR-V. Anase Toyota Tacoma, Toyota Land Cruiser, eye Sparks enkitin ya eye huba ube. Ninjina ubenya bi ewo Danis Garage. Si say need to be cry eye aba eye Honda CR-V eye hybrid engine capacity no 1.5 entry fuel. Ubehu Danis Garage ewo TI Ahmadiyya opposite one ma. Frewa homa true for is 0550-623377. Eho ana Danis Garage ewo.
Ebusuya memo bibia akwaba eye musumfo Dr. Aziz Mensa na ekase enneso obade adaruma yetumi hia na yehye musi ya na Agyapong de hu komo na ye ba betwetwe na nne yehwe de eya na eha mbema bebre enne ye frɛ no sexual weakness na sexual weakness specifically yehwe
deɛ ne symptoms a ɛkyerɛ sɛ bɛrima have sexual weakness ya na yɛde ba akankase mu a ya na deɛ ne ɛkyerɛ sɛ bɛrima ɛyɛ mmerɛ ɛwɔ mpa so nti sɛ woyɛ bɛrima na sɛ wo amanone anasɛ wo Ghana ha sɛ na wo tie me mepacho ebi ho behia pa sɛ wo betie me yie sɛ wo hu 1 or 2 or 3 of all of these symptoms a ɛno ɛkyerɛ sɛ ahode ɛwɔ mpa so ɛba fom pa na akɔba ne saa no a ye ɛsɛ wo frɛ Dr. Aziz ye nama ye egu screen so sisi a na yentumi antwetwe nkɔmɔ yehu bebi a problem efi na yetumi aboa nti deɛ na ɛkyerɛ sɛ bɛrima ɛyɛ mmerɛ ɛwɔ mpa so ebusua dedi kan no sɛ bɛrima ɛyɛ mmerɛ ɛwɔ mpa so a wobɛhu sɛ edu ahomakye a ne bɛrima no antumi ɛnsɔre tete no na ɛno ne ɛkwan a yɛfa so yehu sɛ bɛrima na hoɔden ɛwɔ hɔ anasɛ ne ho ɛwɔ hɔ nti sɛ kodu ahomakye na sɛ wo bɛrima no antumi ampagya ne mu a ɛno no ɛkyerɛ sɛ ahoɔden ne fomu a na ɛba dɛtɔ so mmienu